November 2012, high tides leave 70% of Venice underwater. It was the sixth highest flood on record and a timely reminder of the urgency of the Moser project. Begun in 2003, this massive construction project is intended to hold back the destructive power of the sea. For the engineers, there's no question of whether it will actually work.
Of course it will work. I mean, if you're engineering, you don't even ask yourself this question. It must work, because we have worked to design something that works, of course.
The Venice Lagoon covers 550 square kilometres, with tidal seawater entering and leaving the lagoon through these channels. Anchored in huge concrete caissons sunk beneath each entrance, the floodgates would be activated to rise to the surface when dangerous tides were expected. The barrier would seal off the lagoon and keep the water level inside lower than the tidal surge outside. Shipping would still be able to enter and leave through a system of locks. Construction of the caissons is almost complete. The first of the floodgates will be fitted in 2013.
This is civil engineering on a truly grand scale. Each of these caissons, which will hold the individual floodgates, is 60 metres long and 50 metres wide, and there will be 9 of them in a row across each of the 4 channels into the Venice Lagoon. But with big projects often comes big controversy. And when it's finally completed in 2016, it'll be more than 2 years overdue and more than $2 billion over its original budget.
The construction company insists the extra costs arose from additions to the original specification. But the final bill of over $7 billion is not the only thing attracting criticism. Some believe the project will turn the lagoon into a stagnant pond.
Sea levels are now predicted to rise by around 80 centimetres as opposed to the 21 centimetres originally forecast, so the gates will have to be raised twice a day in the winter when high tides are more frequent. That means marine life will suffer a lot, as the water in the lagoon won't be refreshed by the incoming seawater.
The scientific group which monitors the environmental impact accepts there has been issues, over noise for example, but insists the project is as green as can be.
We are under the strong changes due to the climate changes. We cannot stop these changes, but we can adapt ourselves, understanding as better as possible how nature works. So what we can say is that the science is on the side of the nature. We are working for nature and with nature, not against it.
Man's intervention has partly created Venice's flooding problems. Man's intervention may yet help solve them. Paul Brennan, Al Jazeera, Venice.